Hello and welcome to the news on Enyimba TV. We are reaching you from Abia, the commercial and industrial hub of Abia State, Nigeria. First, here are the top stories. President Tinubu flags off construction of Lagos-Calabar Road, says project a symbol of hope. Imo State PDP rejects tribunal affirming Governor UZODINMA'S re-election, heads to appeal courts. Organized labor gives Abia government 14-day ultimatum over payment of 30,000 naira minimum wage. These and other stories plus foreign, business and sports shortly. I am Mary Ihejirika. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, says the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway will give 30 million people improved access to production and marketing centers. He disclosed this in his remarks in Lagos during the flag-off of the 700 kilometers Lagos-Calabar Highway project and several others to commemorate his first year in office. But during the flag-off event, President Tinubu said the project is a beacon of hope to Nigerians. According to him, it will connect communities and bring jobs to people. The event took place in the Victoria area of Lagos State and was attended by top government dignitaries, including the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, and Senate President Godswill Akpabio, among others. Others include Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos, his Ogun counterpart, Dapo Abiodun, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, and the Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak. The federal government has instituted a legal action against the governors of the 32 states of the Federation at the Supreme Court over alleged misconduct in the administration of local government areas. The suit filed by the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, is seeking full autonomy for all local government areas in the country. In suit, the federal government specifically prayed the court to issue an order prohibiting state governors from embarking on unilateral, arbitrary, and unlawful dissolution of democratically elected local government leaders. The suit is also asking for an order permitting the funds standing in the credits of local government to be directly channeled to them from the Federation account in line with the provisions of the Constitution as against the alleged unlawful joint account created by governors. The federal government also prayed the Supreme Court for an order stopping governors from further constituting caretaker committees to run the affairs of local government as against the constitutionally recognized and guaranteed democratic system. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has taken a swipe at President Bola Tinubu's implementation of the fuel subsidy removal and the unification of the exchange rates. In his comment at a colloquium in Abuja, the former president said while they are necessary, their implementation is faulty. He lashed out at Tinubu's government, saying the present administration has not found the right way to handle the economy to engender confidence and trust for investors to start trooping in. He also said the government cannot attract investors when those in the country are leaving, adding that investors do not take Nigeria seriously. Federal government has promised accelerated completion of the 378.3 megawatt Ebema power plant in Imo State, saying it is currently 70% completed. Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu gave the assurance at the weekend during an inspection visit to the power plant, commending the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, for his dedication to collaborating with the Niger Delta Power Holding Company to complete the power project in the state. Adelabu said the completion of the Ebema power plant and associated transmission project will improve the electricity supply in Imo State and beyond. Governor Uzodinma said the collaboration would ensure the completion of the 378.3 megawatt Ebema power plant, along with 330 and 33 kV switchyard, the Omoko Ebema Ore Aloji 330 kV DC transmission lines project, and the Ore transmission substation expansion project. A train from Kaduna heading for Abuja has derailed at Jere, Kaduna, 1 hour after commencing its journey. The train, which had dozens of passengers on board, departed Kaduna around 8:05 a.m. 3 carriages were reported to have skidded off the tracks. Security personnel, including the Nigeria Police and Army, were present at the site to provide support. The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB, said some of its personnel had been dispatched to investigate. Meanwhile, the management of the Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC, in its statement on the incident revealed that normal passenger train services between Kaduna, Rigasa, Idu, Abuja has continued despite the minor derailment. 3 people have died and 7 others were injured when a mosque collapsed in the Papa Ajao area of Mushin, Lagos State yesterday. The Permanent Secretary of Lagos Emergency Management Agency, Lasiba Femi Osanyintolu, in a statement said the mosque collapsed while prayer was ongoing. Photos and videos of the incident on social media captured the mosque in rumbles, with residents of the area milling around trying to help with rescue efforts. The incident adds to the long list of building collapses in Nigeria's commercial capital. 2 students kidnapped from the Confluence University of Science and Technology, Osara, in Kogi State have been killed by their abductors despite ongoing negotiations with the parents of the students. Confirming the death of the 2 students in the hands of their kidnappers, the Commissioner of Police in Kogi State, Bertrand Onoha, described the killing as very unfortunate. The kidnappers on Thursday, May 9, 2024, invaded the university around 9 p.m. and abducted some students of the institution who were in the classroom preparing for their forthcoming examination. About 21 students were later rescued, while some remained in the custody of the kidnappers. A fresh protest rocked Kano State over the reinstatement of the Muhammadu Sanusi II as the Emir of Kano. The protesters are calling for Sanusi's removal and the reinstatement of Aminu Ado Bayero as the Emir of Kano. They protested on the state road close to the Nasarawa residence of the Emir, where Aminu Ado Bayero is residing. Welding placards with varying inscriptions, they chanted solidarity songs as they marched through the streets to press home their demands. The latest round of protests came hours after a similar one in the Gaya area of Northwest States. They are against the dissolution of the Gaya Emirate by the state government. Labour Party in Edo State has suspended the party's national chairman, Julius Abure. This is following the party state executive ratifying Abure's membership suspension from Are, Ward 3, as a northeast local government area. In a press conference in Benin City, the Edo State capital, where state, local government leaders and other members of the party were present, the LP as a northeast local government chairman Patrick Onobenin disclosed that he had on 14th May received a letter from the Ward 3 chairman Thompson Ehugwese detailing Abure's membership suspension from Arwa Ward 3 as a not local government area. According to Onobenin, he had subsequently deliberated the issues raised with other members of the party's executive in the local government, and upon conclusion that the reasons for the suspension were weighty enough, wrote to the state executive for ratification of the suspension. National Working Committee of the Labour Party has described the suspension of its national chairman, Barrister Julius Abure, by the executives of his ward as fake. A statement signed by the National Publicity Secretary of the party, Obiora Ifo, dated May 25, 2024, said the ward chairman of the party, Thompson Ehugwese, lacked the powers under the constitution of the party to either remove or suspend the national chairman. Ifo added that Thompson Ehigwese, the chairman of the ward, has also in a viral video debunked the purported suspension, insisting that the ward leadership is loyal to the chairman and also very much aware that it lacks the powers under the constitution of the party to either remove or suspend a national chairman. According to him, the ward, local government or even the state have no powers under the constitution to suspend the national chairman. Enugu State Independent Electoral Commission has fixed Saturday, October 5, 2024 for the local government election in the state. This was announced in a statement issued and signed by the chairman of the commission, Professor Christian Ngwu. The statement urged all registered political parties in the state to work in line with the date. It added that election guidelines and other details could be collated from the commission's headquarters at Independence Layout, Enugu. Imo State leadership of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) says the appeal court would serve them justice in the case of the legal battle surrounding the Imo State November 2023 governorship election. The state chairman of the PDP, Sachi Didike, spoke to newsmen in Owerri while reacting to the last Friday verdict of the Imo Governorship Tribunal in favor of Governor Hope UZODINMA of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC). The opposition party said the last tribunal judgment did not reflect the facts as presented by the PDP to the court. For that reason, they would head to appeal courts. The organized labor in Abia State has handed a 14-day ultimatum to Governor Alex Otti to ensure full payment of the 30,000 naira national minimum wage and the 35,000 naira palliative wage award approved by the federal government for workers in the state. In a letter addressed to Governor Otti by the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) Abia State Council and Trade Union Congress (TUC) Abia State Council, the organized labour requested that the 30,000 naira former national minimum wage and the 35,000 naira wage award approved by the federal government 8 months ago for workers be paid without further delay to Abia workers. Labour also noted that a committee was set up to produce a salary structure based on the 30,000 naira former national minimum wage, which the state government failed to implement. The organized labor explained that it rallied on the National Organized Labor Meeting held in Abuja on Monday, May 20, 2024. You're watching Enyimba TV News. After the short break, the news continues with foreign, business and sports updates. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. Now the news continues and we begin with foreign. Burkina Faso's military government has announced it will extend junta rule for another 5 years. The country's ruler, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, will also be able to contest the next presidential election. When he seized power in the coup nearly 2 years ago, Captain Traoré pledged to restore the civilian government by July 1 this year, but Burkina Faso has now joined neighboring Mali in extending military rule. The move was announced after a national consultation meeting in the West African country's capital city, Ouagadougou. An amended charter signed by Captain Traoré states that the new 60-month transition period will take effect from July 2 this year. And on business, electricity consumers have kicked against the hike in the prices of prepaid meters as announced by the power distribution companies. The Electricity Consumers Protection and Advocacy Center said that the electricity sector in the country seems to have been structured to inflict hardships on the masses. Enyimba TV News understands that after months of shutting down their meter application portals, some discos over the weekend came out with the reviewed prices of the products. The high prices followed the deregulation of meter sales by the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission, giving room for vendors and buyers to sell meters at prices convenient to both sides. With the deregulated meter prices, a single-phase meter rose from 88,000 naira to an average of 147,000 naira, depending on the vendor. This is about a 67% increase for a single-phase meter. And finally, from sports, former champions Enugu Rangers continue their quest for another podium finish in the Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL) with an emphatic 3-0 win against Bayelsa United at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu. The win pushed the visiting side back into the relegation zone, while Rangers now have their destiny of winning the title in their hands should they refuse to drop points as the season hits the final home stretch with 5 matches to play. Enyimba FC returned to the second spot following a crucial lone goal scored by Bernard Oveke in the 72nd minute against host Abia Warriors. The win put the defending champions at 56 points alongside Romo Stars, who lost away at Kwara United but with a superior goals difference. The sports story brings us to the end of the news at this period, but before we go, here is a recap of the top stories. In the news, we told you President Tinubu has flagged off the construction of Lagos-Calabar Road and said that the project is a symbol of hope. In the news, we also told you Imo State PDP has rejected a tribunal affirming Governor Hope UZODINMA'S re-election, and they are headed to appeal courts. And we also told you that organized labor has given Abia government 14-day ultimatum over payment of 30,000 naira minimum wage. That's our package of news for now. Please join us for more updates in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. Thank you for watching. On behalf of the production team, I am Mary Ihejirika. Do have yourself a lovely day.